Hey everybody, welcome to Human Resources. I got my little scenery up here, these videos. I'm looking at the roster. Most of you, this is your first time on a course with me. There's a couple of you that have been in previous courses, but um, so, I do these videos every week. I really encourage you to watch them because sometimes I'll have some good info that applies to the course or some personal experiences, that can kind of explain some of the things in this course and other courses. If you're going to be in the business program, you're going to see a lot of me in your future courses because I teach a lot of the courses. So, so just want to welcome you. Let me see, got this up here. I got a little inspiration because one of the things I tell everybody is, you got to have some self-discipline, work on courses, work on your coursework every day. If you have not watched my welcome to school, welcome to Brian, just a little bit about me video, in the welcome letter I sent you, there was a link in there to the welcome video. So it's a new one. So if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to watch it. That way you get a little bit about my background. So when I'm talking about stuff in videos in future weeks, you'll know where it's coming from. So anyway. So like I said, I do these videos every week, just to help you along, give you some information, and so forth. So one of the things, I try to keep them short, under 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, because I know listening to me rant on, might get boring after a few minutes. So, I do that. Generally go over, the upcoming week, the previous week, if there's some issues or anything, and then the upcoming week. So like in this case, we got upcoming week here. First thing, just to clarify, to get your textbook, there is only one way to get to your book, to the ebook, and that's here in the course room. You got right here where it says click here to open your book. You click there. Once it takes you to a new window, you click one more time on there, and then it takes it into the textbook. So that's how you get there. I just want to be clear on that, because almost every course I'll get a student says, "Hey, I don't have my textbook yet, or I can't find it," and, so this is how we get there. So the other thing here we get, okay, so you got your week to-do list, presentation, discussion, homework, quiz. You have a research project for this course, and you also get participation credit. So you got to make sure you submit at least an assignment every week to get credit for your attendance. On the presentation, so this upcoming week, what we got here is we got 4 chapters. Chapter 1 deals with human resource management, just a general overview. Each of these chapters can have anywhere from 30 to 50, 60 slides. I encourage students to review the slides. I mean, you need to be reading your textbook, but then the slides also give you the short snippets, and I like visuals. So that's me, so that's why I encourage the slides. Things that are on the quizzes and exams are, in the text and slides. Chapter 2, a strategic approach to human resource. When we're talking about strategic, it's a kind of, I guess a short definition would be the big picture of human resource. You have, depending on where you work at, you may have a human resource representative that takes care of you. Or maybe you're in HR already, and so that's one of your jobs. But then when you get to strategic, it's like the approach of HR from the high headquarters corporate level, international level, because you've got different locations, different places across the country or around the world. So that's what we're talking about when we get into there. Chapter 3, legal things. Legal environment. Also, that way you can see it. EEO. One of the other things, in HR, aside from companies having policies, there's also federal laws anymore that cover, discrimination, working safety. You got OSHA, you got EEOC. So these type of things have also replaced what the unions originally, got organized about. So, depending on what we're talking about, you find me not talking positively about unions, only because the original purpose has been replaced. They achieved their goal. They wanted, equality, fairness, things like that. So the laws have now implemented that. So, so that's where we get to equal employment, HR type stuff. Last chapter here for this week is global. Again, we start getting to the strategic part. Worldwide. How is it done? It's not just about outsourcing to India or something like that. It's about, you have locations around the world. How do you, as the HR people or as a manager, work with HR issues on a global level. So a lot of stuff, a lot to cover on that. On the discussion this coming week, we will be talking about okay, what type of environment you would like to work in. Now, another thing about the discussions every week is your initial discussions due by midnight Wednesday evenings. Discussions have been found, and this is at all universities, to be one of the major areas of learning because ideas are shared. One student may point out something that somebody else didn't notice, things like that. So it's a part of sharing. And one of the reasons for having the first post on Wednesday, so everybody has a chance to look at it, and then by Sunday, post the 2 replies. Now, one of the things I do is if you posted this video, then I count that as one of your replies, assuming you did your initial post. So that's the other thing. The other thing is if you don't post any replies during the week of discussion, I don't give you a grade for it because those replies are supposed to be during the, it's an interaction thing. So, you have to be interacting. And if you post a reply after the week has ended, you're no longer interacting. So that's why we do it that way. So anyway, so that's just that. And yeah, so there. The other, then the homework. Now the homeworks in here are pretty much the same every week. One of the things I mentioned to you, when you go, make sure you scroll that right here. You need to scroll down so that you see everything. So here you got questions for review. So when you go into your text, make sure these are the questions you're answering because there's a couple of different types of exercises in there. So make sure you're finding the questions for review and discussion. And then you answer, like in this case, the odd number questions for those 4 chapters. You just do that in a Word document. Make sure when you save it and so forth. So so that's pretty much what we do the first week. Then you got your research project coming up, and that's just here you got all the information here, the OSHA site. So there again, that's pretty straightforward. But if you got any questions or anything, just let me know, and I'll get back with you. So let me see. I think I covered everything there. So okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Again, just welcome to the course. Your first time with me. I'm real easy. Don't be afraid to text me or send me a message here in the inbox system. That's been working real well. We've had this system for about a year now, and everybody seems to like it. And like I say, I get notifications when we send a message. So I usually get back to people right away, or not days or anything like that, but hours. So just get in touch with me if you have any questions, confusion. If you find an error somewhere and you say, hey, this don't look right, because sometimes technology messes things up internally, and when things get transferred and stuff, so that maybe you'll find an error one day. So whatever the case may be. So that's it. So like I say, watch these videos. Now, one of the other things I do is I include a test question in my videos because sometimes people will fib and say they watched it and they actually didn't, and I have a way of knowing how many people actually watched the video. So when I have 10 people say they watched it, but I only see 5 actually did watch, so that's why I do a test question. And I usually do something odd, like something like this. So, and then what you do is in the reply, in the discussion, is you just tell me what you see and what's going on. And like I mentioned, I have a grandkid, so that's what I spend some time with, and so I, post different types of pictures. So anyway, so there you go. Let me know what's going on here, and with that, I will let you all go. And just welcome to the course. If this is your first Brian course, welcome to Brian, and then get in touch if you need anything. So see you next week. Take care. Have a great week and everything.